All right, here we go. Coming up with Garen Caulfield in 3, 2. Arizona baseball against New Mexico State tonight. Final four home games of this 2026 season. A player that you saw on these fields for 4 consecutive years. As much as we've seen any player in the history of this program, next to the guy that is leading this team in the dugout, Chip Hale joins us now. He's a graduate assistant coach here on this team, Garen Caulfield. Garen, appreciate you taking some time to join us. New life now, off the field as a player, but still on the field as a coach, starting that new aspect of your life and your career. How's it gone in this first season as an assistant coach here?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, and it's been great. It's been an easy transition. I'm not walking away from the game completely. I'm right back where I'm super familiar with being here in Tucson and with this staff. So it's been exciting, and I'm just trying to learn everything I can and help this team out.
Did you think that coaching was eventually going to be in the cards for you as you were kind of, going through college as a player and wondering what's going to be next, whether that's going to be immediately some professional opportunities or walk away from playing and maybe start coaching?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think this game and the game of baseball and like helping other people kind of like achieve their goals makes me feel alive, and I feel like there's no better start to that than coming back here and helping out the staff and the guys that are here and getting my master's degree at the same time. So it's been a blessing, and it's going to jumpstart me into hopefully a long coaching career.
Garen Caulfield is our guest. We mentioned second in the program all time in games played, 231 at bats, 877 behind only Chip Hale, full-time starter here for the most part during his 4 years here at the University of Arizona. You mentioned getting your graduate degree. What are we studying? What's the plan in there on the academic side?
Yeah, so I'm currently working on my last assignment right now in the Masters of Real Estate
Because
Development
this is the
program.
last day of class, right?
Yeah, well, I got like a week left of final stuff.
Right, yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my last thing, and I'm all online student. So, with the submission of this last assignment, I will have successfully been in 7 years of college without going into a class. I've been all online.
All online?
All 7 years.
You
so, yeah.
never once had a in-person class?
Nope. I think that's
Wow.
probably my second best accomplishment, other than having as many at bats as I did.
So you liked that? You liked not having to go to class at all?
I loved it. Yeah, I mean, it gave me the freedom to be here and use the facility here as much as possible, and kind of give it all I could for baseball. And yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything.
So tell me about that aspect of being a student. Were you normally at home? I mean, obviously, when you're remote, you can probably take your classes wherever. You could be at the coffee shop. You could be in the backside of the batting cage.
Exactly.
How did that work most days for you?
Exactly. No, that was the luxury of it. It was just the freedom to be, like I said, here as much as possible and give everything I had to baseball, but also still find time and like have the responsibility of doing the schoolwork in places outside of the classroom. So yeah, I would do homework on the bus, in airports. Like I found ways to make it work, but also give as much time as I could to this program.
Garen Caulfield is our guest, infielder, longtime infielder here, Arizona, class of 2025. Ended his career here playing in the College World Series. I know you came back for that senior season, and that was one of the goals. To achieve that goal and to do it going into Chapel Hill, getting down 1-0, and you guys rallying. I remember you saying last year this is as much fun as I've ever had playing baseball.
Yeah, I was already thinking about my answer before you even stopped talking. I was gonna say it was great how it ended, but I could genuinely say I walked away from the game as a player, at least as having the most fun possible in those last 2 or 3 weeks of the season, with even including Eugene and the conference tournament and everything. So it was a great way for me to go out. I couldn't ask for it any other way other than winning the national championship. So it was pretty special.
What were those weeks like for for you guys, the players, as you guys were going through that process? Like you mentioned, you win the conference, you win the Big 12 tournament down in Texas, you go into Eugene, and you win that regional on the road, and then you got to go to Chapel Hill and you got to win that thing in front of that raucous environment. What was it like being in the dugout around the guys during that 3-week, 4-week stretch?
Yeah, I would even go back and think about 2 years ago when we hosted a regional here. It was like we had all the expectations, all the pressure of being the host, and being the Pac-12 regular season and tournament champion. And last year was a little bit different in that we got into a regional. We were a really good team. Found a way to win the Big 12 tournament, and I think the best thing that happened for us was that we got to go on the road. And I don't remember how long it was that we were on the road, but we weren't home, and I think that brought us together as a group, and we were able to bond over the fact that we hadn't been home in a month. So we just kept rallying, and things started clicking at the right time. And I think just building those relationships even at the very end of the season was detrimental to, or was a big part of, I should say, the success we found at the end of the year.
Had you already made the decision that you were done before the end of the College World Series, or did that decision come after as you began to look at what potential pro prospects could be out there for you?
Yeah, it was always my dream to play Pac-12 baseball, really, and then professional baseball after that. But I was pretty old, and I kind of had a feeling that I was going to transition into something else. I had indie ball opportunities and stuff, but I had just played in Omaha, and I didn't really want to go play in, no knock to any of the indie ball teams. I didn't really want to go play in the middle of nowhere and
right.
Kind of start from scratch. So I don't know. I kind of had an idea, but there was always hope that I would play professional ball someday. But I think I made a good decision that starting out the coaching career here and getting that master's done.
How hard of a decision is that to make when you've put your entire life into it?
Yeah, it hurt, but I was super at peace with it, just with the way that the last season ended. If the last season didn't end how it did, I feel like I would have been probably more inclined to go out and play and kind of prove something. But I was so happy, being a captain of the team last year,
right.
And even the team before that when I was selected as a captain as well. Just the last 2 seasons was awesome, and like I said, I ended playing baseball having the most fun I ever did playing it. So I couldn't ask for it any other way.
Arizona Wildcat infielder class of 2025. Garen Caulfield is our guest, graduate assistant coach now. So what does Chip have you doing? How did that conversation go when he said, okay, here's what I want, here's what I envision for you? What did you say you envisioned for yourself, and how did you guys come together on what your role was going to be?
Yeah, so Chip, obviously, we have great assistants here, and props to those guys. But I think Chip kind of wanted me to help with the infielders. He works with the infielders a bunch and developing them. And I had always had a passion for really good infield play because I know how much Chip helped me after my freshman year. If you look at the stats.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'm helping with the infielders every day, and a little bit of hitting stuff here and there, and then I've been trying to bring some mental performance stuff into just stuff we do every day and kind of my interactions with the guys, because I think that was a really big part of my game is mental performance. And so I don't know exactly what it is I want to do in the future with coaching, but I like a little bit of it all, and overall, I just try to help everyone out here and make everyone's lives easier.
So what's an example maybe of some mental performance type things that you used as a player to get yourself right for what you needed to do?
Yeah, so I mean, it just starts with having a routine. I feel like a lot of guys and that are freshmen, high prospect guys or highly skilled guys that don't know how to go about their business every day yet. I feel like I can kind of step in and help them with just developing a game day routine, having a good shutdown routine after games to flush stuff, and just be able to give it your all the next day. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but just trying to keep these guys in the present moment and just trying to teach them to give 100% of what they got to win the next pitch.
Never easy to go into this role out of the dugout with guys you played with. How have you managed that aspect of the relationship with guys like Kane and Matthias Morant, who you suited up with and went to war with?
Yeah. No, it's a little interesting. I mean, I feel like those guys give me so much respect, and I give credit to them because, like, I had, graduate assistant coaches and player coaches in the past that, I necessarily as a player didn't see them as coaches yet, but these guys have really given me kind of the freedom to help them out, and they're willing to hear my perspective when it comes to, like, the mental performance stuff, or whether it be just little things here and there with hitting or their defensive play. So I just thank them for being a part of this transition for me as well, because I don't think it's really normal for your teammate to be your coach the next year.
Right.
So, yeah.
How's Pluta? Because obviously that was a guy you played with. He gets hurt right at the top of the season and can't go. How's he? But I hear he's kind of taking on a similar role.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back there in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's been great, and like one of the things we talk about in mental performance all the time is make adversity your advantage. And obviously Tony had a great season, and when he won the Stopper of the Year thing, and he's been so crucial to this program's success that seeing him go down was sad, and it hurt this group specifically. And he's been so good and just turning a negative into a positive, and like I said, making adversity of having Tommy John his advantage of how can I help the new pitching coach kind of get accustomed to everything we do here. And he's just been, I mean, behind the scenes he's been so helpful and just positive about the whole thing. It's pretty inspiring.
What's it like for you to see guys you played with here get to the big leagues like Daniel Susac?
Oh man, it fires me up so much. It's awesome seeing that, and it's like I grew up as a Giants fan too.
Oh, wow, okay.
So just to see him like wearing the uniform, and like I remember catching throws down at second base from him. Like it's pretty sweet, And he's been awesome. Like I text him not expecting a text back, congrats, and he's been great with communicating with us, and we're just so happy for him to see him out there.
Now, your grad situation, is it 1 year, multiple years, or when will you finish your master's?
Yeah, so my window actually closes after 7 years to be in the position I am. So this is the 7th year.
Okay.
And, I finished my master's this week, so I'll finish it just in the nick of time. But hopefully to move on to a new coaching role that's going to propel me into the future after this.
All right. Well, Garen, we'll be keeping an eye on you as you go down this new road. It was a whole lot of fun getting a chance to watch you play here on some very successful teams and getting to the World Series last year in your senior year. That's something that you'll have with you, and I'm sure you'll be telling your grandkids about someday.
Oh, absolutely. You know it. Thanks for having me, and love what you guys do around here.
Garen Caulfield, one of the legendary infielders for your Arizona Wildcats. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5. She's got your traffic and your weather.
Thank you. Appreciate
it. Brother. Thank you. That was awesome. Oh, yeah, you were great, man. Absolutely.
All right.